Hello everyone and welcome back to the Whims Legacy, here with our Blind Genetics Random Whims Challenge, where, as you guys know because you have been watching all of the episodes so you know what's going on, we are playing with a whole bunch of random generators to determine everything from which island we go to which mutations we are allowed to use in half of the mutation menu, to how many members we can have in each tribe. And we are back and we are here once more with Kukuvan, our shy, timid, nurturing leader. Leader is a bit of a strong word, really. When it comes to the Whim Legacy, the nicheling who was chosen by us as the heir of the story is kind of more like the main character, not really a leader. I would argue that the leader in this tribe happens to be these three lovely young ladies here, one of whom, as you can see, already has had her baby. What was that about, Koana? You weren't supposed to have your baby yet. I was just trying to get everybody all comfy and I turned around and she had had her baby. But that's okay. I like to imagine that Koana and her sister Anarira, her half-sister I should say, and this new friend that they made named Mamias, who just showed up out of the blue, so we invited her into the tribe. I like to imagine that these three ladies are the fastest, best of friends now, and they all decided to pounce on Kukuvan, who just timidly offered them some berries after plucking off the poison bits, trying to be kind and nurturing as he is. And now they're trying to get all comfortable together and set up and build their nest so they can raise their children together. What a wonderful idea. They're really looking forward to that. And then as Koana came over here, deciding she wanted her nest next to the tree where it would be, lovely to snag some of those nuts as food, and also next to all of this really soft grass, so maybe she could continually kind of grab some and weave some new grass into her nest. This little mole popped up, is what we're gonna say. This little mole popped up and it gave her such a startle that she went and had her baby before her half-sister and before Mamias managed to have theirs. I originally planned for them all to give birth to them on the same day, but, well, there we have it. So now we are welcoming into the family Little Riho, who is actually named after one of the names that you guys have suggested. I know because we don't do the naming during the episode, sometimes it can seem like I am not collecting your guys' names, but I'm currently looking at a name list that is almost 2,000 names strong. We are up to 1,000 and it looks like 673. So if you guys can help me keep going, I would love to build a nicheling name list that was like 1,000 strong and then just share the document for anybody who wants to use it. It's just so fun. Well, 2,000 strong, I suppose. We're already way over 1,000 names. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. The reason that we don't name the nichelings during the episode is because then you guys would see their genetics, and we cannot peek at their genetics because I love playing with blind genetics and having to use our plain eyeballs in order to figure out what this little guy may have gene-wise. With almost, what is it now? Something like 250 hours sunk into niche, we should be able to figure this out. So it looks like he has digging paw, nimble fingers, normal hind legs, and I think that's actually swimming tail like Anarira has. And I don't know. Hold still, buddy. Oh, look at that! Kukuvan does have swimming tail. I didn't even know that. That is so cool. Good on you, Kukuvan. It's hard to see your little rump back there. But now his son, Riho, is a plain red nicheling who reminds me once again of Clifford the Big Red Dog. And he actually caps our tribe out at 9 members. If we want to have his half-siblings from Anarira and Mamias, we actually need to release some nichelings into the wild. But we're not going to have a problem with that, I think, because believe it or not, these two lovely ladies, Rara and Joishi, want to retire. They are best friends, sisters of their hearts, and they would love to spend some time playing along the beaches, which on this level of an island actually happen to be pretty safe, fun places to be. And I think they want to just go ahead and adventure together, have a grand old time about it, be able to just like discover where all of the bunnies are hiding. Joishi wants, speaking of which, snagging some bunnies here and there, eating some berries over here, and then eventually working their way up where they can probably come and visit and see all of their little grandchildren in progress. However, if we are going to be able to have the grandchildren be born, we need to release more nichelings from our tribe, since unfortunately Kukuvan only rolled a 9 on the number of nichelings that we are allowed to have while he is with us, while he is the main character. So we're gonna have these two grandmas slash about to be grandmas retire and frolic about the fields. And I do think Vanduk is very, very young. Rotag is also still very young. And I do think that Vanduk and Rotag, who are actually Kukuvan's father and brother, will be released, and we can hopefully see them still roaming close by, because I think that they have some really good genes. Really wouldn't mind to have Mr. Van Duke over here possibly swing some of those genes into our... Oh, look at those beautiful blue eyes. He's got that tiger body. Yeah, I would not mind having Van Duke introduce some of his genes into the family tree whatsoever. However, we need to clear the way. There we go. And we're going to get him over to his brother, and they're going to say, "Oh, you'll never believe what we found, Kukuvan." And his father and half-brother, seeing that he is clearly well taken care of and surrounded by a bevy of beautiful females, will go and we will release them and imagine that they are off on their adventures too. Ironically, if we ever have the room for it, we can actually invite them back in the tribe if we find them again. The Whims are not hurting on food, and they are not hurting on nesting material. And the only thing really keeping us on this particular island is the fact we are still... Oh, well, I guess I can't look at them there or there. We are still trying to unlock some of the mutation genes available that have to do with things like swimming. I don't think we'll find a mama Barina with a baby Barina to get Barina genes into this tribe. But I do think I want to try to finish unlocking all of the swimming genes, and then we'll focus on getting to a new island, and we'll keep moving from island to island, even though we would have to utilize the somewhat scary random generator for the island traveling. But I think that maybe one of Kukuvan's children will hopefully be very adventurous, and after we finish unlocking the swimming genes on this island, because there's a lot of them, webbed hind legs, gills, I think fishing tail is somewhere in here, like at least gills, webbed hind legs, water body, that's the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, water body, gills, webbed hind legs. Once we unlock those, and Kukuvan's children, one of them, end up, well, possibly one of them, I can pick whichever baby I want when Kukuvan comes an elder, then we will hopefully have them roll a more adventurous personality, and we'll just keep moving until we find a new island where we can continue to unlock the genes, because I think playing the Whims with all of the genes unlocked and just constantly moving and possibly taking on hard islands with a limitation on the tribe size could be really interesting and throw us into a lot of story. And maybe that story will be enough to sustain us as we prepare for the huge new update, which, by the way, my friends, is going to add wings. I'm not sure what I think about the prototype wings yet, other than I was exceptionally excited when I saw them. But there's going to be wings, peacock tails, mating calls, a whale island, a lot of things I would love to have the Whims set up and prepared to adventure with all of the random whims of the nicheling gods in. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. Alright, but if we're going to have more babies, we need to make room for babies. Can I get this mole? I don't think I can get the mole, unfortunately, before the mole is going to see me. Let's go ahead. There we go. And we'll eat a few nuts. There we go. All right, so all of the women are quite excited about the nuts and the mole meat, and they are very excited to have little Riho among them. But we are going to need to release the others in order to get Riho with us. So let's bring the grandmas over. Whoever can arrive first. All right, Rotag's coming over to tell his son all about the grand adventures that they have gone on and how excited he is to continue exploring. There we go, with Van Duke. Wonderful, now we have room. The first two we can release. Now we now have officially, oh no, somebody got a leech. Who got it? Oh, really? How did you manage to get Joishi? Really? That is so silly. How did you manage to pull that off? Here, go ahead and eat those before Rotag comes over and does so. And actually, I'm kind of tempted to have Rara have a last minute baby with Rotag, but he's got that crippled paw, so we probably don't want to. All right, let's go ahead and jump up here, and we're gonna jump over here, and we'll have these two kind of wiggle their way up around. And then Kukuvan, being quite the nurturing nicheling, we'll go ahead and have him gather up some more berries to take care of his children. Meanwhile, Koana will clear away the grasses that grew up around her son. And speaking of sons, Mamias can go ahead and build her nest. And we can go ahead and have Anarira jump over. And I think she would want to make her nesting material on top of this molehill. So she's going to be the one to have the last baby. All right. And little Riho, I think, well, he doesn't have a personality rolled for him, but he seems quite adventurous. I would be adventurous if I was a cute little red nicheling. So I think that Mamias has to kind of grab him and be like, no, you can't just dive into the thorns just yet, young one. But we should have 2 new babies coming. If I have twins, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Kola! Oh, and keep in mind, guys, all of the, well, like Kola and all of the other children who might be born in this episode will actually be renamed during the naming ceremony between episodes. But look at this one. Kind of like a fun little striped squirrel skunk thing. I don't know if I've had this stripe pattern. I wish I could look at the pattern name, but unfortunately that would break our rules, so I cannot. However, let's see, Anarira, you jump over here. And then Rara, can you get this bunny? Oh, almost. Alright, we'll have Rara and Joishi continue to wiggle their way over. Alright, and they'll eventually get to Kukuvan. Alright, but we have another new baby, and it's quite the cutie. Oh my goodness. Kola looks quite interesting. I think that Riho is immediately taken with his younger sister and wants to just like stay by her side and protect her and figure out like how he can be a good big brother. Kawana is probably very happy. Anarira is probably done being pregnant. Will somebody please let her sit on a nest for 2 seconds? And that's everybody. Oh, and it's raining. You're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to name her like Fawn, but that's too delicate and gentle for a nicheling who clearly has been born with big body claw and the fangs. Oh, she's so pretty, guys. Oh my gosh, I love her. Wow, what a gorgeous daughter. I'm currently named Malias. I'm going to name her something else though, but I think even Joishi is quite shocked at the lovely little one that she has just given birth to. I know I am. Maybe all of that hubbubaloo will have gotten the attention of Kukuvan, so he'll pop over here to see what on earth is going on that has the females so excited. And speaking of the females, I think Koana will go ahead and we'll just let them become pregnant again because we are working on clearing out, you know, a good number of nichelings. I think Anarira is definitely surprised that her little one is so pretty, and so big. I mean, she's a lot bigger than Koala and she's a day younger. That's pretty funny. And meanwhile, I think Riho is very excited to have his little sister start adventuring with him and maybe slightly amazed / intimidated by his littlest sister who has fangs that he does not and has claws that he does not and is clearly rough and tough. So that'll be really fun to see where that goes. All right, let's bring the grandmas over so that they can properly look over all of the little ones as they should. And then we'll have them... We'll go ahead and leave them right there because we'll have them released so that they'll be able... Joishi! No, they're old! How did that happen so fast? Oh my gosh. All right, fine, grandmas. Come over here where you can, like, coo over your first set of grandbabies. I didn't expect them to get old so fast. Oh my gosh. And Elias, I still kind of want to name her Fawn, but I need something tougher than that. That is something like Lynx. I'm gonna have to think about it. All right. No, my grandmas, they're dead. Oh, that's so sad. All right. Well, they managed to come and give their grandchildren a moment of family, a moment of love before they suddenly passed away. I definitely think that would have surprised everybody. Melias, I feel like, should go with her father so that he can start teaching her about the ways of picking toxic berries. Anarira, I think, would be slightly distressed over the unexpected loss of her mother. And let's toss her sister Koana over here, and her sister Koana can repair the nest. There we go. And Mamias can go ahead and make a nest here, and all of our little females will go ahead and have their babies on the same day this time. Maybe partially as they talk and chatter about how sad it is that they lost 2 of the elder females of the world. And meanwhile, Riho has learned that he is not strong enough to take on moles, but maybe his sister is. And the children are beginning to explore the unexplored darkness of the island, which is far too much for Kukuvan. I think he's very nurturing, so he would be super worried about that. I think he would be told, it's fine, we can see them, but at least he keeps Milas close by and tries to help take care of his family as he can by gathering lots and lots of toxic berries. All right, babies? So many beautiful babies. Oh my gosh. We have Dukuvan, who has webbed hind legs, fangs. We've got more fangs on Nunu back here, who does not look like his sister, but still looks pretty awesome. He's basically a kind of mustard colored version of Kukuvan. And we have Seri. Oh, that's so cute. We have little Seri. I feel like we've had that name chosen a few times for a nicheling that looks like this. That's adorable. Oh, that's so cute. Welcome, little ones. Oh my gosh, I'm very happy. Let's see. I'm actually so happy. I want to have... Let's have Milas. I think that we'll have the first 3 start adventuring on the edges. Rogue male! Rogue male! Can we fight him? I think Kola might do it out of like startlement, if anything. And I think, well, I mean, that would get Anarira's attention. I think Kukuvan is shy and timid. So I don't know if he would be able to bring himself to do the fighting. And I know Anarira probably would, because the children are at risk. And I think that Koana would definitely keep an eye on everyone and protect them and try to make sure that they're fed. And Mamias would also try to protect them by being at the front lines of what the heck is going on. Ugh, I can't get around the kids. All right, Joishi, come over here. We might have to send her through the waters in order to go after that rogue. Again, because even though like Kukuvan is the main character, that doesn't mean he's the leader. And I think he'd be, again, he's literally rolled 2 traits related to being shy and timid. So I don't think he would go after a rogue, especially because it's outside of the territory that he is in. And he would probably want to bring everybody who can to focus on gathering up the toxic berries and try to entice his other adventurous children to come with him. And I don't think they'd listen. All right, there we go. Oh. Just have a bunch of grass grow up around this little baby. There we go. All right, Koana, you can gather up some nuts. And I think Riho would lead the way, but now they can't smell that male. But I think it's a good lesson for all of these little ones in how... Oh, and there's a toxic berry. I think that would make Kukuvan... He's too shy to go himself, but that would make him feel a little bit better about some of his children going out there to explore. All right. And Kola will come over. She found a rock. I think Mias is quite concerned, but as long as there's berries on this bush, she'll be distracted. And Joishi, I feel like has just discovered the benefits of the stream, but is keeping a sharp eye out on the edge of their territory, wanting to make sure that the family will be safe. All right, and little Seri, you're a little exposed here, so let's pull you over towards your mom. What a nice little family. I mean, yes, they're sitting in the bones of their ancestors, but as one will do in the nicheling land. And holy, beautiful Milas. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with her looks. All right, and there's that mole again, which I feel like constantly taunts Joishi. All right, so now what to do? I feel like he would try to bring all of his toxic fanged children into the forest in order to gather toxic berries with him. He knows that territory. He feels very confident in it. There's a lot to gather over there. I think little Seri would go with him. So basically the second group of children... Oh no, we have 10 children? Where did we get 10 children? I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't notice that we had 10 children. I wasn't paying attention. Who would be Anarira, Kawai, Kwani. I feel like if we have 10 kids and there's all these adventures, I feel like Kola would possibly be the most adventurous to go out, and she does have Claw. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and let Kola go, because I have to. Because I had 10 and I wasn't paying attention. But we're going to say it's because she's super duper adventurous. So we're going to go ahead and release her. And look at that. She's staying right next to her mom. So technically, being super adventurous doesn't mean she's even really going to go that far from us. We don't really have to worry too much about that. And Milas, I think I want to be like the next leader. So I'm going to keep an eye on her. And let's see, Mamias, I think she's just kind of moving along the waterway. Oh, there's some fish, yes! Moving along the waterway, keeping an eye on Anarira as Anarira is swimming around. I kind of feel like little Seri might go adventuring too. I kind of do. Yeah, I think little Seri might actually go adventuring as well. So she'll come over to kind of adventure with this half. And the reason is, Malias is pretty curious, and she was gonna turn back a bit. Like, she's pretty curious. I think I want her to be the next main character if their ages are appropriate. And she was going to turn back, but there was this toxic berry right over here, and so her father has with him the children who can gather the toxic berries, and he is. Whoa, no, Tutukvan can't do it. All right, well. He's got with him one of his sons, Nunu, who can gather toxic berries, and I think that makes him very happy. And Koana, I think, is just very content to gather up and build up the food stores out of the nuts. There we go. And I think we'll release a couple more of the kids, actually, as time goes by. Like Dukdukvan, finding himself completely incapable of helping his father whatsoever. With gathering toxic berries, may go join his mother Joyshi, so that he can hopefully gather up a whole bunch. I don't know if Joyshi. No, I don't think Joyshi is his mother. Huh? Actually, Koana was his mother. So he's going to come over here to visit with his aunt Joyshi, because he too wants to try going swimming. And see, now we can keep an eye on Kola. She's not far, and I think that makes Mamias feel a little bit better, knowing that her children are sticking pretty close, even if they've kind of grown up and developed a little bit of their own life away from the main brunt of the tribe. And I just really feel like Koana is so happy to be able to gather up so many of these nuts. All right. And little Seri, very curious, and her striped little appearance does make me think that she makes an excellent savannah explorer. And I kind of think I might release Riho now too. And maybe Seri and Riho I would release, because I would love to see more of the direct line. See, when I limit the tribe like this, I have to really be more specific about which pairing I thought was fantastic and I want to see happen again. And the more we release, the more nichelings we can find later to add back into the tribe if they're still around. So it's really fun. It's kind of like having your extended family wandering, and if you bump back into them, it's like, oh, cousin, come back in and bring your genes with you. So I do like that quite a bit. So Riho, I think I may release Riho in just a moment or two after he finishes with a little bit more exploring. Okay, we've got one rogue, two rogue. I will defeat both of you, except this rogue is bad news bears. So we've got to be really careful. Oh no, they're coming. All right, Malias, hoof it, hoof it. Oh no, we're being besieged by rogues. Ah, that's very bad indeed. Oh dear. Oh no, that's Joyshi or Anarira. I keep calling Anarira Joyshi. Joyshi died. Joyshi was her mom. Anarira, I wanted the last babies out of you. Don't let it happen, Anarira. Don't let it happen. Oh dear. But alright guys, I'm actually going to leave it in a cliffhanger here because I have babbled on long enough, and I have a feeling we're about to shift into a battle against the rogues, and where we had Kukuvan, and we still have him as the leader, who is super shy and timid, and he's nurturing, so he was of the opinion his children should stay in the swamp. The swamp is safe and they love the safety of the swamp, and he's too shy and timid to really put his foot down. If we do run into trouble out in the wilderness, I could see how for the duration of Cucuvon's life, he would insist that the main tribe come and stay within the boundaries of the swamp, even if we have a few more adventurous hearts among us. So we're going to have to see where this battle of the rogues, get away from Honorira, you. This battle of the rogues and this kind of testing of curiosity against the wilds, what costs that might come with, especially now that we have a very, very beautiful nicheling who I very much want not to be settled down in a tribe where I have to limit the tribe size with a rogue baby, because I love her and I want to see what kind of babies we might get out of Malayas here. And man, she needs a really cool name. I'm still kind of leaning towards Lynx. We'll have to think about it. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.